Should we do like a thumbnail first?
Like that. Stupid. Wait it off. Wait a second. Quite sticky.
Yeah, it's thick. Thick with 2 C's. Damn boy, that's some thick peanut butter. How dare you insult the cornerstone of New Zealand cuisine? Frozen Buzz Bars. What is this? Give me that.
Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. As you can see, I have a special guest today. So yesterday we went to the supermarket and I told Nick to go nuts and buy everything that is a Kiwi favorite. So everything, when you come to New Zealand, will be really typical to eat here. Oh my god, there's so much stuff.
Safe to say I'm grabbing anything and everything.
Everything and anything that's New Zealand dish.
I mean, it's
Jelly?
not necessarily that it's New Zealandish that it originates here, but it's New Zealandish in terms of it's part of our culture now. We have adopted it, whether you like it or not, it's ours.
Okay, that's a little sneak peek of all the stuff. We got a little selection here and we have even more in the freezer, which has to wait until we get it out.
I mean, full disclosure, this is my opinion, so there's probably a long list of Kiwis that will argue with me on this, but it's some of the stuff that I think is some of the most popular. Well, I think going through all this first to start with probably the 2 drinks. So this is Bundaberg Lemon Lime Bitters. Bundaberg do a whole range of different flavours, but this is kind of like a classic Kiwi favourite. It is made in Australia, which I will begrudgingly admit to, and it's quite nice.
That smells really good.
When we were kids, we used to get these little caps and like go around and pretend you had a like bling on.
I did not expect this to be pink.
Yeah.
I thought this would be green.
I think it's the bitters that gives it a slightly like pinkish tinge. I mean, lemon lime bitters is not a New Zealand invention. I think we can all establish on that. But this particular brand does one of the best bottled versions I've ever had.
I think it would need some ice. Might have been out here for too long, but
Yeah,
it's really good.
Just needs to be
It's like
colder.
it's sweet, but also really sour from the lime. It's just really refreshing.
Nice and balanced.
Okay, next.
The next one of my favourites,
Jockey milk.
Jockey Milk. This is from Lewis Road Creamery, and it's made, basically Lewis Road Creamery is a small sort of milk brand, and they teamed up with the chocolate company Whittakers, who essentially melted a chocolate bar and put it in milk.
Which
And
we have here as well. Whittakers, which is already open because someone couldn't hold themselves
I couldn't
back.
wait. It's that good. I mean, just spent 3.5 years in the UK without Whittakers chocolate, and safe to say I missed it. So when this was released in New Zealand, it went nuts. It sold out nationwide, and there was even like Facebook and Instagram pages of different regions in New Zealand, like keeping people updated, like what like little corner shop restocked, so people could run down and get it. Like you couldn't buy it regularly for about 6 months. Good.
I love it.
It's super creamy.
It's really intense. So it tastes like a chocolate milk, but you know when you it might be a really silly comparison. You know when you edit a picture and you increase the saturation, so the picture gets like more color and more like
Intensity.
Intensity. That's kind of what it is. Like you buy chocolate milk and increase the saturation, so it tastes much more intense.
It just actually
It's really good.
It just tastes like a nice thick chocolate milk, whereas some of the other ones you buy, like they're too syrupy, too sugary sweet, whereas this isn't like got a slight bitterness from the chocolate as well. Right.
Next.
I guess this kind of categorizes as drink. This is up and go.
He bought a 10-pack of that.
Oh no, you have no idea how many university years I left off this stuff. Basically, it's kind of like a breakfast sort of drink. It's not designed to be like a breakfast replacer, but it carries a lot in it that, you know, you could start your day quite quickly on this.
It has essential 11 vitamins and minerals and protein and high fiber and calcium. Sounds like everything you need.
It's quite highly rated in terms of health. It's not like packed with sugar or anything else.
very thick. They're short. It's like this.
To be honest, after that chocolate milk, nothing's gonna taste as good. So
I just thought about that. It was like, oh, we should have tried this first. It's good, but it's like it's not as good as the chocolate milk.
No,
the chocolate milk is better, but it's really thick. It's like a really thick, creamy chocolate milk, but doesn't taste as much of chocolate as the other one we just tried. I want to try this one.
This is Fix and Fogg. They're a company that started making basically artisan peanut butter.
You know what? Like how many different ones were there? Like 10 different ones with like manuka honey, crunchy cookie.
They've really expanded. Whereas like they started out in Wellington. It was just like a small peanut butter company, and they just made like smooth, chunky, and that was it. But it's very thick, by the way. Like really thick.
Yeah, it's good. I normally don't buy peanut butter, but that one's really good. I like it. It still tastes very much of peanut butter, but it has a little bit of sweetness that the peanut butter doesn't have.
Kind of reminds me of just basically Nutella with peanuts in it. Not as sweet as Nutella, but
no, not as sweet.
It's kind of like the closest thing you could imagine of it. Okay, that's it. No one wants the rest of the video just to be you eating peanut butter.
Could be anything.
This isn't OnlyFans. Moving swiftly on.
Wait a second. Quite sticky.
Yeah, it's thick. Thick with 2 C's. Damn boy, that's some thick peanut butter. We'll take a break from something sweet. I mean, this doesn't look very appetizing, but this is reduced cream by Nestle and onion soup powder.
He was going on for that for 3 years in London, trying to find reduced cream. We couldn't find it. We tried to find onion soup in powder form. Impossible in the UK, so today's the day.
So this is the original Kiwi dip, and it's made basically with the pot of reduced cream, a packet of onion soup powder, and it's like a small squeeze of lemon juice. You mix it all together and then put it in the fridge for a couple of hours, and it's really good with just like chopped up vegetables like carrots, celery, crackers, anything like that. So if you go to a barbecue, pretty much anywhere in New Zealand and probably Australia, you're gonna find this on the table somewhere. It's a staple that we can't really live without, and I'm pretty sure Nestle only make this for our country, or at least market it. It's all like these things are side by side in the aisles in the supermarket. It's not with the soup, it's not with the other creams, it's just by themselves in their own little bit.
Let's try this. Here we have our mixture. Oh, it's really good. I see what you mean with the reduced cream. It's like cream cheese, but not as sour. It's like much lighter. That's really good. I like that.
Good.
5 out of 5.
I think if you didn't like it, you'd be deported from New Zealand. It's a requirement to enter the country to like that dip. Next, we have Le Shapes. So, I mean, Shapes, there's a company called Arnott's which actually make Tim Tams as well. And they just make essentially kind of like baked small biscuits with like flavouring on.
So we have the barbecue one and the chicken crimpy one.
Yeah.
Mixed that the barbecue one is the best, so should we try that one?
Go for it. Well done. You just exploded all the barbecue flavouring into your eyes.
One for you. And one for me. Cheers. Okay, so just to show you, this is how the crackers look. They're not that thin, so they're actual crackers, but very tiny with flavouring. Flavouring is really good. Tastes a bit like pizza.
There's a whole pizza flavour. This is barbecue.
Yeah, but barbecue is normally smoky. That's not really smoky.
Not necessarily.
More like pizza. We kind of taste the tomato.
But they taste good.
No, it tastes really good. Try the other one.
So these are like, if you were lucky when you went to school, you know, you'd have like a small...
Oh, they're much bigger.
Yeah. If you're lucky when you went to school, you can buy these in like with little kids packets, and like you'd have one of those in your lunchbox, and like you were the coolest guy in the schoolyard. Everyone wanted your Shapes.
That was good. It tastes not like chicken. You know how it tastes? A bit like shrimp.
Excuse me? They have taste buds like calibrated. What is it?
If it wouldn't
taste like chicken.
No, if I wouldn't tell you that it tastes like chicken, Yeah, okay. No.
Yeah, come on, please.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a bit like roasted chicken.
Yes. Not raw chicken, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what you eat at home, but I do not eat raw
Could have been
chicken.
fried chicken. I could like the barbecue bit of. I'll give them a 4 out of 5. Still prefer chips, I think.
Like crisps.
Yeah, crisps, chips, whatever you say to them. You know what I want? Something frozen.
Oh yeah.
We have something in the freezer as well. Let me get it.
Voila. So these are Buzz Bars from Cadbury. Yeah, I'll let you eat one first.
You don't buy them in the freezer section. You just buy them where the chocolates are, and Nick puts them in the freezer.
Although, to be honest, in some supermarkets, like, because almost no one in New Zealand buys these to just eat them as they are. They're kind of like a marshmallow chocolate kind of just bar.
What Cadbury?
Yeah, they're from Cadbury, that's what I just said.
Oh, sorry.
No one really buys them to eat them as they are. Everyone buys them, throws them straight in the freezer, and then eats them once they're frozen, because it completely changes the texture of the marshmallow. Yeah, don't know if they're frozen enough. Like, it should shatter.
Okay. Still very nice. I see why you have it frozen. Flavor-wise, there's nothing special about them. It's just...
How dare you! How dare you insult the cornerstone of New Zealand cuisine? Frozen Buzz Bars. What is this? Give me that.
I'm kind of full already.
And guess what? More chocolate.
Okay, I think we have to do the obvious one. Probably the one that everyone knows, even if you're not from New Zealand or Australia. I've heard about Tim Tams before I met you.
In our opinion, this is the ultimate chocolate biscuit. So you've got kind of, it comes in many different flavours, but you've got like 2 biscuity layers with something in between wrapped in chocolate.
So we got the chewy caramel one. What?
We need to do a Tim Tam slam. We need a cup of milk. Just a small glass. I have the Tim Tam. Now the way that you do the Tim Tam slam, in all honesty, it's really best with like a cup of tea or a coffee or something hot, because then you'll see why. But it works just as well with like a cup of cold milk. So you take and you bite the wee corner off one end.
Like a tutorial how to do a Tim Tam slam.
Yeah, it is. And then you go to the other opposite corner and you bite that one off. Then you submerge one end in whatever you're drinking, usually milk based, and then you suck it through it. Now if you do it with a hot drink, it melts all the inside, so like this is chewy caramel, so all the caramel would go all gooey and the biscuit would start to fall apart, and then you just slam it back in one go.
What is the slam part? Okay, so one corner.
Not too much.
Peter? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. Sorry.
Of course.
Mm-mm. Words. Okay, it's just fall apart.
You don't need to do too much, like don't try to drink the whole drink. Even with cold milk, it's really nice.
Oh, the caramel is good. I mean, it does say the most irresistible chocolate biscuit. I kind of agree. It's really good. Okay, I want to try these ones. They look cool.
Yes, so these this is from another company called Griffin's, which made biscuits. Basically, Griffin's and Arnott's have made like biscuits and crackers for ages.
Squiggles.
I like them because they look really fun. Oh man.
Oh, they smell really good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go for a run after this.
I told you drinking your running stuff.
Okay.
Do you need milk or something, or did you?
No, nothing special. It's just a good chocolate biscuit.
Mm.
So it's got like a little bit of caramel and then like hokey pokey clumps. But
okay,
these two are very dangerous, those 2 biscuits, because like you can't really have one. You normally have like half a packet and then you just
he says half a packet and eats like 1 packet in about 10 minutes. But I kind of like these ones better than the Tim Tams.
No, that's fair.
Flavor wise, I like the Tim Tams better. I think for like if you have a hot drink, those are just really fun. But that one, it's just really good for the flavor. Should probably describe what it tastes like.
It's like a honey.
Yeah, honeycomb. A little bit.
Yeah, you make it out of honey, sugar and honey, I think it is.
Yeah, it does taste a bit of like honey, quite sweet, but crunchy at the same. It has like little crunchy bits inside. It's quite sweet, but very good.
Yeah, it is honey. It is I think it's called honeycomb in most places.
There's too much chocolate for me.
Right, last bits. I mean, we've got the Whittakers chocolate, but we've tried the milk, so I don't know if we need to kill ourselves with more chocolate there. However, there is this tiny little one. I don't know if that's coming into focus or not. This is the peanut slab from Whittakers as well.
I think it's normally bigger. It's just like a little.
This came in a little
one.
packet. Whittakers, I think, is one of the best chocolate makers in the world, and I can say that now having tried a lot of European chocolate as well. I said one of the best. I didn't say the best, but it is very up there.
Make yourself some enemies, yeah.
I may do, but I will stand by the statement to the grave.
I hope no one from Switzerland is watching. Taste of peanut butter.
Well, it's not peanut butter, it's a peanut slab. It's literally just peanuts in chocolate.
You know how this tastes? Like this. Just in like a solid form. Very tasty. I can't eat the whole thing anymore. You can have some more if you want.
You can also put, you normally get the bigger ones, and you do keep them in like the fridge for them to be like a little bit cool. It doesn't do anything, it's just
I can't put everything in fridges and freezers.
Not everything, this is like just a few things.
What else do we have? 2 more things. This one.
So, the original chocolate chunk cookie, made by Cookie Time. These have been going around New Zealand since I was a kid. But really good, it's just like one giant sort of chocolate chip biscuit. But the special way to eat this biscuit is to put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. Not to have it hot, but just so the chocolate chunks, because it's like good sizable chunks in there, get slightly melted.
It's nearly as big as my face.
You can get bigger ones. Oh man, all that sugar's going straight to my head. And this combination of like milk, chocolate and lemon lime bitters.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Not the best, but I'm also not mad about it. Perfect.
Warm enough?
Should be.
Okay.
I mean, you're not getting any chocolate there.
I'm so full of it, it's so far in the back.
There's like a bit right there.
Good.
So
Needs milk.
This is the classic one, which is just milk chocolate. But you can get ones with like white chocolate, dark chocolate and milk chocolate in it, which is really, really good.
You should have seen us going out of the supermarket yesterday. It's like 2 kids going wild.
I mean, you did tell me to go to the supermarket and buy all these things after I'd been to the pub. So that was maybe not the best idea.
Yeah, it was planning mistake from my side.
Alright, we have one last thing.
One last thing. Et voila.
JoyBar.
JoyBar.
So these are a real old one. They kind of went out of production for a good part of my childhood, so I didn't really know about them. I think I was till I think, I don't know, 10 plus. But basically, I'd never heard about it. Then all of a sudden they reappeared, and my mum like nearly had a fit because they are like her childhood ice creams. And it's made by a ice cream company called Tip Top, and Tip Top's the company we won the Volkswagen from.
Oh yeah, tell me.
So when I was a kid, we entered this. Lovely. We entered this competition. Turns out 5-year-old me won a cherry red convertible Volkswagen Beetle.
So cool. I'm so jealous. So wait, what is it? Raspberries. It's good. It's simple, but good. It's just like some really simple. It's not even vanilla ice cream. It tastes a bit. Well, it says vanilla ice cream, but it tastes a bit more like milk ice cream. You don't really get the vanilla flavor too much, I think.
It's not overpowering.
No, it's like really light vanilla ice cream, really thin, crispy chocolate, and then just a bit of raspberry jam. Although you have to eat it quickly, otherwise it melts in your hand. So I feel like that one.
No problem.
That one on a hot day might actually not be the best.
You have to power through it quite quickly.
Okay, I'll put it back in the freezer.
Well, this has been great. This is just like a blast through my childhood. Like sugar rushes.
We created a beach house, so I put you down on the beach and let you run around for the next hours, get off your sugar rush. And
I'm going to be like a little child's toy. You put too many batteries in, just whee!
Anyway, so I think that's it for today. I need to lie down I'm full and I can feel the sugar going to my head. So if you like this video and you want to see more, as I said, we are in New Zealand for about 2 years, so there's much more content to come. We have a big travel planned as well, and yeah, lots of other adventures as well and things to do in New Zealand. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!